Yo, audience, sorry about that. Oh man, I've been seeing a bunch of videos pop up my feed about freaking Job Corps and stuff. I decided to make my own video, my own experience in there. Oh man, where is it? Job Corps for ages of 16 to 24. Yeah, 16 to 24. And if you're 15 about to turn 16, you're able to go there. If you're, crap. If you're 23 going to 24, you're able to go there as well. But for my experience, I think they increased the age to 25 now, 26, due to the low employment rate or high unemployed people rate. For what I'm seeing, people saying Java was good. I saw a video a couple of days ago before I got my place here. It said Java was bad. I'm just gonna tell you my opinion. Actually, it's a fact. Job Corps is meant for. I'm gonna give age groups. The first age groups I'm gonna talk about is 16 to 18. Because I went to Job Corps at the age of 16 and 23. So age 16 to 18. There are two groups: emancipation and forced to go there. If you're like me, I dropped out of high school in ninth grade. I graduated ninth grade, but I still dropped out because I had a college to go to. I had a scholarship to go to college in New York at the age of 16. Middle finger tall. I had personal things to deal with. I was doing my training. I was getting back to my training and stuff. I didn't have time for school. I was already working a job, and I just didn't have time for school. And I had to deal with bullying and stupid teachers helping them, stupid police helping them, the government trying to experiment, KKK bullcrap. I didn't have time for that. Like I said, every time, plus my running too, I run every night around 11 p.m., 5 miles. I go hit the gym up. It'd be like 1 a.m. in the morning. After I get done with the gym, I get back, it's 2 o'clock. So I didn't have time for school in that class. And I had my own college classes to prepare for and work. So I went to got emancipated, basically meaning I am a classified as an adult away from my parents or guardians. I do not need a consent to do anything. Like go outside when I want to go outside, buy what I want to buy. I'm classified as an adult, but not as an adult. Stuff like that. Went to Job Corps, didn't like it. I signed myself out because this is why I said the two groups: emancipation. I am classified as an adult, but not as an adult. I can't. I take the consequences of an adult, but I don't have the benefits of an adult. Basically said, if I screw up, I will face the adult consequences. So, reason why I decided to sign out there because I found out that the Job Corps I went to was in freaking Texas, and I found out that if I moved myself to that area, I could have got a job there. I could have bought my apartment there. And then I could went to Job Corps. I didn't have to sleep at Job Corps, meaning I didn't have to sleep in a room with 4 other people. Nope, didn't even realize it. They lied to me about that for one. I hate that bull crap. As soon as I figured out they lied to me about that, nope. I was already in a bad mood. And I had to share rooms with other people. I kept getting into fights. People kept trying to sex each other in the gym room. I'm like, man, I don't have time for this. And so I signed out. Then I went to got my medical lab tech assistant, still 16 in California. I went from California back to Texas. And I just stayed there for whatever time. Around 17, I signed up for the military. I did my pre-training. And then 18, I was able to go to full-on another set of pre-training. I did my air assault, my airborne basics, and wherever else after that, I got out of the military, bullcrap. And then sometime around, I went to back to Brazil for for a little bit. I went to Alaska. I worked in Alaska. I left Alaska. I went to Florida. I went to school out of my pocket. I worked in Florida. I went to California. I worked in California. I just been everywhere. And then got to New York, worked everywhere. I came to North Dakota and I signed up around 23 at the time. Then I went to I think it was Grand Forks, and then I signed up for Job Corps. And they took me to Minot. Oh man, oh man, bullcrapped again. Think you will learn. Nope. Dude's bad. Still saw sex syndrome. I was 23. I am not sharing with a 16, 17, or 21-year old. Now, I'm going back to age group 16 to 18, emancipated or forced. If you were 16 and you were emancipated, you could do what I did. I signed up for a government program to get my medical lab tech. It was $800 at that time. And then they paid for the program. I worked as a lab tech assistant, and I paid it off in 2 months because I had two jobs and I had my own stuff. Or there was so many other programs like OJT training and all that stuff you do have to go to. Job Corps is something where you go to and you basically sign up for the military basically, and you don't need to pay for food, you don't need to pay for rent and none of that. Basically, you give someone your freedom. Basically, you get a free place to live while you freely get an education. But that's not for someone that admit that time that the main reason I got emancipated, I want my independency from everything. I want to make my own decisions. So Job Corps is basically you giving up your freedom. Now, those are those who got forced there, those people who went through Corps, they say go to jail, join the military, or go to Job Corps. So it was one of those three options. And you gotta deal with those people. And then some people just decide to go to Job Corps just to be cool, the cool group. I don't have time for that either. And then you have 18 to 21 age group. Now, 18 people who these some of them for the ones I've seen, they graduated high school, but they could not find a job. And scholarship from high school into college depends on the high school you go to. And from what I've seen in high school, my experience, and from what I talked about other people and other high school students, is you're the A team or B team with the teachers. You could be the worst students and somehow still get a scholarship, and or you could be the smartest student and get screwed over, or you could be whatever from what I've seen. So even if you was in high school, you graduate high school. If you did not was on the A team and got in the top three, you still would not get a scholarship to go to college. And if you did go to college, you still won't get to prestige college like North Dakota. North Dakota have one of the best colleges, but there was high school there. Like if you go to high school way in West North Dakota, that means you need to get the top three and then just to come to NDSC here or whatever. Or New York have one of the top colleges as well. So do Massachusetts and Florida and freaking California and stuff. If you go anywhere else like that, anywhere outside the top college states, and if you get that scholarship from high school into college, you will still won't be getting a job. So even when people that graduate high school, they decide to go job quick because they need a job skill. Those people tend to be okay, but not all the time. And then you have people who dropped out of school at the age of 14, did nothing with their life, didn't even go get a GED, never got a job. I guess their parents got fed up or they did something in court. And sometime around the age of 19 or 21, they chose Job Corps. Like I said, give up your free will for free food and get told what to do like a slave. And then that other group, go to jail, join the military, go to Job Corps. And for 18 to age of 21, there are many things y'all can do. There's OJTs and a bunch of other stuff, as I said, for 16 to 18 years old. Like Alaska, that's not where I'm from. There's very few states where I see that you have youth homeless shelters, but Alaska is one of them. Basically, you cannot kick your child out of your household under the age of 18 because they are your responsibility. The only way to legally do that is go through court process, or if they run away and you still got to go through court process. And Alaska does not care. Not one bit. Same thing like some southern states and California states and New York states, they don't care either because, whatever. We make a law if we don't follow by it. Same thing. And then you have the 21 years old, from 18 to 21, the 21 age group. They used to drinking, working, doing their own stuff. It is with the Job Corps to add a different skill. Like some Job Corps have some high tech stuff like Havoc and freaking electrician and all that stuff. they just went to Job Corps to get a better job and stuff like that. I talked to some of them too, and then some of them even hate freaking having roommates and stuff, dealing with wake up times and stuff like that. It's not even worth it. Uh, I'm not in Job Corps right now. I got my own place. I'm doing farms. I finally got a place after being homeless after 3 freaking states. You see white hair on my beard and white hair on my head and stuff, but whatever. Um, it's bullcrap. Job Corps is unnecessary. And then you got 21 to 24. And this is where you get there's things outside of Job Corps you do, but that's pretty much the easier options. Like I said, give up your freedom. And 21 to 24, you can freaking, man, you think these people be adults, but oh man, 23-year-olds are worse than 16-year-olds. You are 23-year-olds. Do not sleep with a 16-year-old. The rules still apply, but whatever. Job Corps is good for those who have no other options, basically. But as an adult, Job Corps is good if you know what a Job Corps you're going to. That way you can go there, get a cheap apartment, live outside of the studio. Job Corps because you don't want roommates. I'm going to tell you now for all adults, no adults want roommates. No adults want roommates. Roommates is someone there who to help pay you to help to split the bill with you when you cannot afford it on your own. That's good. Yep, that's good. But when you go to Job Corps and you get a roommate, you're not paying bills. You just have a roommate. They're not driving you anywhere. They're not helping you with anything. You just have a roommate. It's basically basically you have a kid to take care of. Whether it be 23, 24, 16, you basically just there. It's like living in your parent house, which one thing that I hate the most because I wanted my own independence. So, Job Corps. The main thing to bring to Job Corps, as from most videos I've seen, for someone I've seen them, some I don't see, bring 2, 3 books, bring a computer, depending on what some Job Corps they might not bring anything. Bring a bunch of clothes and shoes, and bring a freaking MP3 player, and that's pretty much it. Don't bring too much stuff. It's unnecessary, because they're going to give you money every 2 weeks, every 1 week. And if you go on a prestigious job course, then they give you like $200 every week or every 2 weeks. Put that away. Make sure you attend the driving class. Attend the driving class and the swimming class. I don't care if you know how to swim and know how to drive. Attend the driving class so you can have a record. Attend the swimming class so you can have a record. So if you do get one of the job trades that you're going for, you always have that trade in the back where you can be a swim instructor or swim guard. Anyway,